So this is just going to be a quick video of me going through the changelogs since the Ghoul update is dropping in about 6 hours from when I dropped this video. And the update so far is looking hella good. Hopefully this shit saves Ghoul. But anyways, let me stop yapping and let's get right into it. So I'm just going to go through the ones that I think are going to be the most important. So let's start from the very top. Fixed Quink's Quest. Added more hints to the Quink's Quest. Added a hint to the Reaper NPC from when you're missing the item requirement. And then fixed equipping an accessory while in a rata, making you effectively immortal. Fixed Jason V2 X skill still not being dodgeable, and then increased Jason V2 X damage to compensate. Added a new developer team if you guys didn't already know. Fixed a bug where having extra hunger due to clans or accessories and rejoining sets your hunger back to default. Increased reputation given by bosses and made all bosses give reputation. Eating a fragment in PD will now grant you double the RC. Killing an actual boss such as Noro, Tatara and Eto, it rewards 3000 reputation now, so those are the raid bosses that you teleport to. Added Kakajo path rerolls, so for all of you guys that were stuck on depression path, you can finally reroll your path after this update. Added gender swap products, increased amount of loot boxes that are spawned and made them spawn on both sides of the map. Buffed calculate priority chooser. Winning ranked matches now reward Ghoul points. This is really a really good addition. Made stationary events go faster. One person now counts as 2 people, so you should get to 100 faster. Raid bosses now give 20k RC for goals to compensate CCG getting 3000 rep per raid boss. Wiping with Ghoul points now has a 5-second timer on the confirmation menu to avoid people accidentally buying a wipe. And then they reworked fast travel so you can actually teleport to a Helter now. Made skill boxes bankable. Made Arama and Fueguchi blueprints bankable. Quink's bar now feels faster. Cooldown on Quinks from 30 minutes to 10 minutes. Fixed Saray V2 critical having no cooldown. This should have been removed for ages now. I don't know why that was still in the game. Lowered Kakajo cooldown from 60 minutes to 30 minutes. Also a really good addition. Surviving a PD now gives 20% PD survived instead of 10%. Moved meat seller NPC to CCG cafeteria. Added an NPC in CCG cafeteria that lets you scrap your errata for those who want to swap to Quinks. Added a notification when you receive an accessory, including the most the accessory gives. Made display names with ranks more clean instead of being combined together in one long name. And then some bug fixes over here, I'm not going to read that. Fueguchi 1 damage lowered all across the board. Fixed a bug with Solace where you wouldn't be able to M1 unless you already M1 with Dagger previously. Ghouls and CCGs are now able to make a party again. So Ghouls and CCGs will now be able to party each other. Saray V2 doesn't cause crazy frame drops any longer. This was so annoying. Fighting a Saray V2 in ranked or overall, this was annoying, bro. My FPS just dropped to 10 and it stayed on that until I killed him. Dashing now gets rid of force field, so no more cheese and bosses or cheese and the Kakaja NPC or the Rata NPC. Fixed Kaneki and Takizawa not having a sound effect on pop for anyone, making you look stupid. This is just all not important. Fixed some FPS drops with Arama's X. Added proper Joker Rata progression hints. Added proper acceptance, anger, bargaining, denial and depression progression hints at Kakaja NPC. So it'll be way easier to get Kakaja and Arata now. If you have a title, it shows above your head now. You can't keep the Ghoul point purchase UI open to the rerolling combat to avoid dying now. Fixed falling through the floor when fighting Kakaja / Arata boss. Fueguchi 1 crit no longer has hyper armor. Fueguchi 1 all 3 moves stun nerfed. I don't know why the crit had hyper armor in the first place. Increased Ghoul point cap to 1500. Fixed a bug with ranked and events breaking due to someone having maxed equipment. And then there's some balancing changes here. Arata damage buff increased. Arata damage buff when our 0 hunger increased. Should drain hunger / HP a bit slower. Arata buffs increased on Joker and Proto. So if you guys didn't know, Proto was defense and then Joker's damage. AUS move stack on Z and crit fixed. SSS Owl, the crit cooldown reduced from 10 to 6 seconds. Soulless, flare damage increased, incinerate damage increased, and pyroclasm damage decreased heavily, because it says down here that the C did 50 by itself and the X and Z did 10 and 12. Fixed posture on Krako, increased damage on Krako for Narukami. Made skill boxes bankable. And then some Quinks balances here. Quinks now have regen in mode healing a flat 12 HP and consumes double the hunger, below half of max Ghoul regen. Soulless, flare posture value fixed. Incineration damage per hit on posture lowered from 25 to 15, making it no longer a guard break. Pyroclasm no longer bypasses dodge. And then fixed not losing elo on combat log. Added region / continent filter to the server list. Added the longer waiting equipment filter. And they added a Ghoul food NPC at bridge. Clicking decline on an event will just send you back to the main menu now. And finally, nerfed NPCs, removed Ultra Instinct. Now tell me why the NPCs had Ultra Instinct in the first place. The NPCs were just immortal most of the time, especially the Ken Kaneki that you had to fight for Kakuja, and the Arata NPC, they were just immortal. Fixed a small issue with True Strength that made you seem like you're flying on another person's screen. Added name change product. Fixed Narukami move stack and being able to use short and long range moves at the same time. And then fixed my bad all not working sometimes, should work every time now. Now that's everything. The update is looking promising. Hopefully this shit saves Gori. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.